Dear viewers, stock market recovered in July-August 2022 after deep correction in May-June 2022 period. So in this video, I'll share my market outlook for the remaining months of 2022, which sector or which segment will perform better than others, and in the latter part of the video, I'll share screen recording to show you how you can find out good companies from my preferred sector. I'm Prasenjit Paul, author of the best-selling book How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market, which is still the highest rated book written by any Indian author. And you can find the book in English, Bengali, Hindi and Marathi language, all from Amazon India itself. While you purchase the English version of the book, make sure to check the seller name as Paul Asset to get the latest updated and original version of the book. First, let's understand what are the primary headwinds of the market. The first and foremost headwind or first and foremost challenge is inflation. If you follow the daily items in your life, you might already notice that the price of rice, wheat, atta, maida, then edible oils all increased a lot since the last 5-6 months. Now, not only in food items, you will find inflation in almost every other items, be it in petroleum products, be it some other raw materials, those most of the industries like metal industries, aluminum industries use and all. Now, you must need to remember that the inflation issue, this is not only the problem of India, rather nowadays, right now, it's a global issue. We all know that countries like Sri Lanka, Pakistan almost bankrupt due to very high inflation. And most importantly, developed countries in European Union, like developed countries like Germany, Netherlands, England, they are also facing huge challenges due to this inflation, courtesy Russia and Ukraine conflict. You might already aware that Russia is one of the primary exporter of oil and gas. Not only that, Russia and Ukraine combined is one of the major exporter of wheat and sunflower, then the sunflower oil and all. So this is why, due to this conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and now it turns the conflict between Russia and Europe, one side in Russia and another side Europe and America combined. So due to this conflict, there is a global supply crunch, there is an imbalance between global supply and demand, which is causing the inflation in almost every item, starting from oil and gas, then food items, and in all other the raw materials that the most of the industries are using. Now, due to inflation, Reserve Bank of India also hiked repo rate in the recent months. You might already aware that the loan rate, the interest rate on loan increased a lot over the last 1 year. And we all know during increasing interest rate scenario, it is the business community, it is the business that suffers most. Why? Very simple, because say for example, most of the companies, not all, but many companies require multiple kind of loans. Some take loan for expansion, then there is working capital loan. Now in the last year, suppose for example, there's an 100 crore loan and the company was paying interest rate of say 2 crore every month on that loan. Now in this year, so that 2 crore might increase 10% or 12% or something like that, and as a result overall interest income increases, and which reduces the profitability of the company. So overall, inflation and hike in repo rate are the primary two headwinds that almost all Indian companies are facing. And to add on, then there is a rupee depreciation. We all know that a year back, one USD was around 73, 74 kind of. Now it is around 79 to 80 level. So obviously the companies, those import raw materials for productions are also facing a headwind. In a scenario while maximum industries are struggling, I find some bright spot in the auto industry. Now, why? The primary reason is actually 2021, the previous year was very bad for the auto industries. Why? Due to global semiconductor shortage. You need to remember that semiconductor is a very small, is a very tiny part, but a very critical component for auto companies, because nowadays, as we all know, that the cars are coming with inbuilt navigation, inbuilt smart connectivity system, and for that semiconductor is a very essential part of the manufacturing. So last year, due to semiconductor shortage, many companies, many car companies like Maruti, Hyundai, Tata cut down their production. but now this semiconductor shortage is returning to normalcy, and then the production increased a lot in the recent months. Now if I foresee some strong car sales number, then instead of car OEM players I would bet on auto ancillary players. Why? See, the simple reason, despite even if there are some improvement in the overall car sales number, it might happen that the sales of Mahindra or Tata outperforming Maruti, or maybe Hyundai is outperforming Tata, or maybe Maruti is outperforming Hyundai. So there can be different possibilities and we are not sure about the customer preference. However, one thing is for sure, if overall car sales numbers improve, then the ancillary companies, the auto parts suppliers will also post good numbers. Why? The simple reason is normally the major suppliers supplies to all these OEM players, like say for example one critical component called bearing. So the major bearing suppliers normally supplies to Maruti, Hyundai, Tata, Mahindra and all. Similarly, the manufacturers like maybe the tire manufacturer, so the tire manufacturer supplies to almost all the OEMs, right? So if the overall car sales number improve, then auto ancillary players, the strong ancillary companies must also witness improvement. So now for the remaining of 2022, my bet will remain on the auto ancillary segment. Now let's go to the screen to figure out how I can figure out some good companies from the auto ancillary segment. TickerTape is a very good website for screening and analysis. You will find the link in my description of this video. You can click and you can open the web version or mobile application. So from this TickerTape, visit stock screener, and from this stock screener, okay, let's reset all first. So from this stock screener, so stock universe, keep it as it is. Then from the sector, now let's search for auto. So here you will find the auto parts. So once I click auto parts, you will find there are 107 results. So all 107 companies in auto ancillary segment is showing up here. So in similar ways, you can choose any other segment, or even within the auto parts you will find there is tire and rubber, 4-wheeler, 3-wheeler, and these segments are automatically showing up. So after sector, let's apply some filter on the market capitalization. Okay, for market capitalization, let's select the minimum market capitalization of 1000 crore for the ease of analysis. So once I select 1000 crores to upper limit, then again the 40 companies are coming here. Now let's select return on equity. So from 12 to, I'm looking for stocks having return on equity of more than 12%. So then this list is coming. So have a look at this Schaeffler India, Sona VLW, Endurance. So overall, whatever the companies with some basic filters, obviously you can use some permutation combination, you can put some more filters, you can try different combination of filters and you will find the list. Now from this list, if you click on Schaeffler India, here you will find some investment checklist, some under in basic version and some in pro subscription. So I have my paid pro subscription. So then here is forecast tab, there is financial, then peers, then holding, then news. So there are a lot of useful features that you can explore from this TickerTape website, and I have already taken the pro membership and I am using this website since the last 1 or 2 years, and I find it quite beneficial. In similar fashion, you can research all the stocks. Obviously this is just a primary list, but from this primary list, if you carefully analyze each and every stock, then there are some hidden gems in this list itself. For our viewers, TickerTape is also offering some special discounts, so you can simply click on the link that is given in the description box and explore the discount in 6 months, 1 year membership. You need to remember one thing, that merely finding good stock is not sufficient for making money in the stock market. The most critical factor of making money in the stock market is to identify proper entry and exit. So this is why none of the stocks that I have shared in this video or any of my earlier video in this channel are stock recommendation. You need to conduct your own research and analysis before investing in any stock. Or otherwise, you can also check out my Follow My Portfolio service, wherein I keep posting my portfolio transactions that anyone can replicate to build up a strong portfolio. The link of Follow My Portfolio is also given here and you will also find in the description box. If you have any queries or want to share any kind of feedback, kindly put it down in the comment section. If you learned something new, kindly make sure to like and share this video with your friends or in social media. And finally, if you want to receive my upcoming videos, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon and enable all notification in your mobile. That's it. As on today, I'll come with another insightful video on the coming days. Till then, happy investing.